The show today. Siri, tell you what, as you guys can see, we're back down at our Fairgrounds Park in St. Louis, Missouri. Figured it's early enough to get out here and do some bass fishing, bluegill fishing, crappie fishing, channel catfish fishing. It's the weekend. Yes, sir. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, my friend. You guys enjoy the show today. Anyway, let me make sure my camera angles are good because we look a little... No, we actually look pretty dang good. All right. Tell you what, let's get to some fishing, folks. Temperature is about 80, 82 degrees. Supposed to get in the 90s today, so we're going to see. Let's cast, my friends. Come on, big guys. I know you're down here. This looks too good not to try top water. That was just surprising. So surprised something didn't pulverize it. That's a little far out, but we're going to try. We got on a crawl right now, got a popper on, and I also got some worms with it today. After fighting that super high river, I figured I'd come down and fish the lake for a bit. Hope I can catch some for you guys. I wonder if that might be because this spot's opened up. Might be people cast netting down here. I don't know. That's where I wanted to cast the first time. Come on, big guys. I know you're here. Got to coerce these guys into coming out. I can put on a rooster tail and other things. Well, spinnerbait, other types of lures. Interesting. That is just interesting. Why that did not get a bite. I don't know. I've got other lures, you guys know. Tell you what, let me take a couple quick casts of the crawl and I'll come check that shadow. Okay, folks? Got me all interested right now. Grass. Every time you come out fishing, folks, you got to figure out what's going on. So that's what we're down here right now. We just got started, folks, so hopefully we can catch some for you guys. Got bottom bouncing that spot real quick. We're walking. Some grabbed it. That wasn't fast though. I like a green sunfish. Some come out of the rocks and grabbed onto it. Wasn't a bass. Might be a day for some smaller lures like spinnerbaits, rooster tails. Well, bass fishing is, folks. You got to figure out what they're doing every time you come out here. All right, I think I'll cast the worm here for a minute. After I come check that chat, of course. Did I promise I'd come check that chat? Hope you guys are enjoying the show today. Thank you so much for tuning in today. What's going on in chat? All this other nonsense. Yeah, it's 81 degrees right now. It's supposed to get significantly warmer. Right, here we are, folks. Here we are. Let's see, Rich, what's going on? How you doing today, Rich? Rich says get him. That's the official. How you doing today, official? Official Bob says hello, brother. Official says hi. And Eric. How you doing today, Eric? Eric says hello. Adrian. How you doing today, Adrian? Adrian says MVP fishing. Let's see. And Rich with the jewels, my friend. Thank you so much for that. For those jewels. The flow state jewels. Thank you so much, Rich. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. 7 incredible people in. It's seeing 9 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let me set my spot in chat here. I think I'll put a worm on here for a minute. Catch you guys some fish here real quick while I try to ascertain what's going on. I think this spot, this particular location, might have been hit by cast nets recently, so it's very possible they could be sleeping down here in this one particular spot. This is pretty open, so it's very easy to take a good cast net and get some bait. There's nothing wrong with it, it just kind of slips the spot. Still wormy on here. Yes. The potential species today, folks, are largemouth, bluegill, green sunfish, crappie, channel catfish. There are a few carp in here, but they're tough to catch. I'd have to set down here weightless on the bottom with corn for a couple of hours to get one of them little stinkers to hit. Oops. And we've got our audio's up, folks. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We've had an echo going on there. Oh. As soon as it hit the water. First fish of the day, folks. Always can't complain about it. Always happy for these guys to be around. Cool little bluegill. That's about 6 inches. Nice little guy. First fish of the day, my friends. Beautiful little guy. I think that's looks like a small male, but I could be wrong. Actually, that looks like a female with the. So that's mature. It's just a female. All right, buddy. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Always count on them guys to be around. I always think we hit the water. That's a pretty good idea that there might not be any bass in this location. I'm not sure about crappie and catfish in this spot. This is one of the deepest spots in the lake still because it's got that pipe that sticks out here. Another one's a fountain down there, and another one's a bubbler. That's the 3 deepest locations in this lake. It's gonna be a scorcher, folks. No? One there. I don't know where the other ones are. Crawl might not be the right idea because that bobber went down. Dang it. I bumped it. She popped it. Interesting why there'd be one bluegill there and no more. One more cast before I figure something else out here. I think I might put a spinnerbait on my bait caster rather than a crawl. I'm not sure yet. It's pretty shallow down here in this one cove. Before it drops off again when you get near that bridge over there. I forgot to put the lid on my worms. Don't want no worms baking out here. Yeah, after trying the river yesterday, I really didn't feel like, fighting her again. So I figured it's early enough. Let me come down here and fish the lake for a little while until the crowd starts showing up. Yeah, this was just the first spot, folks. This spot always looks so good, and yet it doesn't really pan out most of the time. Now, this spot over here to the right does better, and the spot over here to the left does better as well, but just an idea. Oh, that carp. See that sucker jump out there? Well, you probably heard it. Yeah, that's one over there playing around across the lake. That was about 15, 20 pounds. That fish went come completely out of water. Interesting. Only got one there. Okay. I think I'm going to move you guys down to the edge of this concrete, and we're going to, yeah, that might have been the reason why I didn't get any bite on that time. Bobber slipped for some stupid reason. It does that sometimes, guy. Folks, let me move you guys down, and I'll come check that shad, okay? Yeah, this was just a first spot, folks. No worries. Caught one fish, no skunk, so always good to not just have the skunk off the board. Yep, there he goes again. Yeah, that's a big old carp doing backflips in the middle of the lake out there. It's like, nah, MBP, you don't have corn, you can't catch me. I know where you live, fish. Catch you someday. I know where you live. You live right close to me. All right. Just kind of you're out like that. All right. See, 11 people in, 17 thumbs up, not 16, 16, 11. Bouncing up and down. Rich says, welcome, buddy. Rich says, skunk is gone. Let's see, Nicole. How you doing, Nicole? Nicole says hi. And Tom. How you doing today, Tom? Tom also says hi. And Honeycut. How you guys doing today? Hope you're having an awesome, awesome Saturday. Hannah. Hannah says hi, everyone. And Gator. Colt. How you doing today, Colt? Colt says Mike, brother. And see, Whopper Plopper. Whopper says here, fishy, fish, fishy. Let's see, Vanessa. Vanessa says hi. And thank you so much for those for that super sticker, my friend. Thank you so much. Let's see, Minute Man. Thank you so much, my friend. Let me make sure to get you a thumbs up and a like on that, buddy. A hearty and a little thumbs up. There you go, my friend. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. As you guys know, donations help out the channel so much. Those super chats and super stickers, they go a long way. It looks very good down here, folks, though. I might put a spinnerbait on my my bait caster here in a second. I'm definitely not ready to take the topper off because this looks too good to not cast the old top water around. Man, if I can get in there in the right spot. Now these bass like holding underneath these edges, so cast far out and they won't track it down. They're lazy in this lake, so. These are public lake largemouth. They got tons of food, so they're very tricky to catch. It's like full of little tiny bluegill and shad. That's what I want to do. Right here, the big old bullfrogs down here. Those July is getting near when you start hearing them big bullfrogs. There goes that carp again, Jump. Listen to that little thing jump out there. Bite. Yeah, there's some nice bass in this place. Big one. You gotta figure out a pattern if they want to go after. Got the strike yet, so I'm still trying to figure it out. This lake can be weird, folks. You can have shad everywhere, and they won't touch the dang anything. Any shad, they'll be sick of them. Now you throw a crawfish lure in front of them, yeah, then they'll hit it, but it's like weird. These guys can be seriously overfed at times. Dunk on it, that's a good done. rod. I might put on a spinnerbait. Actually, this crawfish I can work just like a top hook. Work that right up the bounce that up and down. I'm fishing pretty much the entire waterfowl for 20 days. They're not hitting at crawfish right now. So let me grab a spinnerbait out of my bag. I'll get right back to you folks. I had to grab our gear anyway. Gotta keep up with moving our stuff, folks. Alright, let's see about putting a spinnerbait on here. Probably should try a willow leaf, but I'm not sure, if I got any on the right side. Oh, let's see now. There's a Colorado. This actually works pretty good in this lake. Not a great color, but it's a shad pattern. Yeah, we've only got like 10-pound test on this bait cast. So, in fact, even though it seems like a really good rod and reel combo, which it is, it's just, this is my medium action rod and reel combo. As soon as I get this tied on, I'll come check that chat again, folks, okay? That's on. I just need my clippers to trim her up. Here are my dang on clippers. That's it. On piece. Where are they? As you guys can see, I'm pretty unorganized. Crap. I don't even think they're in here. What the heck? I don't know where I left them. Oh, yeah, I do remember now where I put them. I put them in the bottom of the bag. I don't know why I put them in there like that. I remember where I put them in. I remember where I put them now. I just don't remember why I put them in there. Weird. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, my friends, and happy Saturday. That's why I put them in there, because I was retying. I was tired of digging through the dang bag to find them. All right. Oh, dang, really? Popped off there so fast. Let's see, Travis, what's going on? How you doing today, Travis? Travis, I got out in a timeout in either chat. Let's see, Richard says, gig them frogs. A little early. They believe it has to be July 31st before you can get them. They do taste good. They put me in timeout because I was telling what happened at Walmart. Okay. Let's see, Pierre's laughing his butt off at Oh boy, I missed this conversation. Of course, let's see. How you doing today, Tina? Tina says, stopping in to give a like. Gotta run though. All right, I appreciate you coming in and dropping by. Hope you have a great rest of your day. If you don't, see you again. All right. I'm interested. Let's see if they want to hit us. All right, we switched from the craw, folks. I put on a little dollar brand Walmart. Yeah, I know, Walmart. These guys they're good though. They only catch about 2 or 3 fish, big ones, before they bend out and they won't work anymore. But for a buck, can't beat it. And the pieces are usually good. The skirts you can keep on using, and the blades you can take those off and replace them with other ones. So that was a top. Wasn't very big, but nipped at it. Yeah, they might be going after flashy stuff today instead of vibration and sound. That can be like that down here, folks. They They can change from day to day and hour to hour what they want to get. They do like their plastic stuff in this lake. They do. Muck, Michael. I'm getting distance to where I can get my popper again. Where is my popper anyway? Oh, it's right here. You guys know I'm blind on one eye and can't see very good in the other, so these fish are already a significant advantage. Got muck on it. They don't like hitting boards that have vegetables on it. They don't mind hitting the stuff that's not real, it's just they don't like vegetables on it with their meals. Right there. You guys know me with the way the wind is. I like to throw a topwater. My smaller side topwater. Fishing over in the wind side is the greatest idea, but that's what it takes. We're gonna keep on working and see if we can find some of these guys. So sorry to hear about that, Travis, by the way. But everyone runs their channels differently. I think the way I kind of run my channel is that you should reset your, you should have like a programmed in type thing that when you go from one chat to the next, it should reset. That's on it. Muck. All right, one more cast, folks, and tell you what, I might try worming it for a couple minutes and then I might put on a lizard tail on one of these rods. Lizard tails, they're pretty effective down here. That's my go-to bait when everything else fails. That carpet. I could put on a little bit of shell for a while. It only takes a minute to retie. While I'm doing that, well, before I do that, let me come check that chat. What's going on today? You guys are enjoying the show, and happy Saturday. We caught one bluegill already, so it's something. 8 people in, 28 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Travis says, you know what happened at Walmart? No, I don't know what happened at Walmart. So, I'm not sure if it's PG-13, you know, not really disrespectful or anything. Go right ahead and say what happened. But if it isn't, yeah, don't be too angry if I remove the comment. Now you did ask, so I'm not gonna block you even if it was something really bad. I live in North St. Louis, so last night someone was shot down the middle of the street at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not too worried about that sort of thing. I do try to keep that stuff out of chat, of course, because, yeah, the families and stuff. Person was okay. It was just stuff that happens in the city. Let's see. Big boy, how you doing, big boy? Big boy says, hi, brother. How are you doing? Any fish today? Just one bluegill so far, big boy. We're just getting started so far. I haven't even taken that many casts yet. About casting all the line off that reel. You know I'm casting this out there going up. Oh, that's a pop. Nipped at it. Terrible cast. Check out from there. 10 feet of distance just went flat. Oh, look at that wing knot. I see why I can go cast now, man. Come on, buddy. Don't do this to me. I don't need to lose that much line. Oh, she's out. Ooh, that's freaking good. Yeah, I see now why it did that. It's got a wing knot in it. Yeah, we got a little bit of wind. That's why I got the wind block on. It's actually making it rather pleasant out here because it'll be quite warm without it. No more casting. What do we think about casting? I'm gonna put on a worm and try here for a minute. got worms, I might as well. He was actively feeding in each spot. I like to throw an artificial first into a location to see if there's anything super active in there. That was something that felt like a crappie. One felt like a crappie. Hang on, I gotta do that again. Felt like a decent fish, whatever it was. Do it again. Keep nipping at it. Nipped at it just hard enough to stop the blade from spinning. It's like smacking at it. Alright, let me just check that chat before I put a worm on here and try it for a minute. Let's see. Travis says, no fish today. Wrong lure. Well, I've got 4 different lures on, so one of them ought to be able to hit something, catch something, Travis. Besides, I do have live bait too, so if all else fails, yeah, worms. They gonna catch something. What would you suggest that I use, Travis? I have spinner baits. I have a number of variety of soft plastics. I do have some larger soft plastic swim baits I can cast around. I don't usually cast these things because they're usually don't get a whole lot on them except for gar down on the river. There's too much food in this lake for why would a 5-pound bass get a pound shad? I mean, he could, but at the same time, why would he when there's 1,000 little itty bitty shad? All he has to do is open his mouth and inhale, and he's got his belly full in these lakes. It's different when you're up at Spanish Lake, but yeah, I went up there once this week already. That's a tough run for me, folks, to get up there and back. That's a 30-minute run on my scooter. That one can be hazardous to my health, to say the least. Just because the speed limit's 30. I believe the speed limit's 35, and I do 30 on my scooter. A lot of times, people are doing 50 around me, so that can be a little dangerous. Screaming and honking at me, get out of the road! But dude, I'm doing a speed limit. Jeez. I wonder if it's just not in the sun today. We could move over to a shaded location. All the rest of the shoreline, once you get up to these reeds, is pretty much. Well, unless you want to wade, and it's actually against the law to wade in these lakes. Some dumb butt's gonna wind up drowning in 4 feet of water. Yeah, there's signs all over the place that say no swimming, no ice skating. All that fun stuff. Bluegills just hit the surface right there. I don't know why he didn't touch one of them. Maybe I'm too deep. Yeah, little stinker looked like he was pretty shallow, so let me pull this a little shallower. cast this rooster tail. I was getting a couple pops out there, so let me see if I can work something into hitting today. Already caught one bluegill thus far, Travis. Nice bass in this lake. Might get him to hit. Oh, nipping at it. Come on. Bite a worm. Probably just went. Might be a stinker. Well, I think I might be here. They're just a little lethargic. That fish took a plug minute for him to find it. Don't worry about that. Back out there. Now I got to keep our bait bucket closed because 80-something degree temperatures going into the 90s. That will roast your worms. Crab. Another bite. Not on that time. Not on that time, folks. Hey, that's not a bad bluegill. That's a little 5.5, 6 inches. Always count on worm to be able to catch something, folks. So that's our second fish of the day. We're just working around right now, seeing what's actively feeding. Not staying in any spot too long unless we find some really, really nice actively feeding fish. Cool little bluegill. Awesome fish, folks. Gotta love it. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Edwin, what's going on? How you doing today, Edwin? Edwin says, hello, Mike. How are you? And Ben. How you doing today, Ben? Ben says hello. We have been catching fish, Travis. So, I'm not too worried about it. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying the show today. Yeah, we've caught 2 so far. The more you say it, the more you type it, the more I'm going to say against it. So, have fun. Has some e-bikes over there. There's been another big old carp jumping over there. Got folks. Popped off. Oh, dang it. Looks like a little baby bass. Would have been nice. That was. More gas out. So just one back on this rod. See if I can improve these in the spot. Maybe a good channel of carp over here willing to hit worm. There's certainly one big one out there making a ruckus. All right. Looking good. Let's get this worm back out here. Yeah, they were evidently a little shallower when I was fishing it, though. Evidently. Let's see, roll call. How you doing, roll call? Roll call says, hey, Mike. Oh, you're at Walmart? Gotcha. Let's see, Ben says, just me, or did I get harassed yesterday because with the lady for fishing? It's possible. There are a lot of Karens out there. Karens and Kevins and... Unfortunately. All right. 8 incredible people in. 33 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Big old egret. Sure you guys saw that fly right through this, the stream. That bird's wingspan was 5 feet wide, man. I figured something out the way they artificial. Yeah, all this shoreline past these reeds, to those reeds. Once you get to them, that's it. You can't fish over there anymore. You got to go around till you get to the bridge. Yeah, this spot might be getting hit a little hard with cast nets recently. It's understandable. The fish don't want to be in shallow. Probably gonna pack it up and move over there to the got enough time, folks. We got nice bluegill, folks. He's got me stuck in the muck. Dang it, and wrapped around my other rod. Jeez, dude. Hang on, Stinker. You got me wrapped up, didn't you? I'm gonna get you off of here for. That's our third bluegill. That's a nice one there. That's a gorgeous male. We got a little snot grass on the top of him. Beautiful guy, folks. Gotta love it. That's our third of the day. Awesome fish, folks. Gotta love it. And I was on rooster tail, so they're definitely hitting stuff besides artificials, besides worms. So well, I'm fine with cast nets as long as they're keeping cut bait. It's when people use them illegally, and that's the third, Travis. Stinker off there. Hey, you don't understand that what you're doing is actually positive for my channel, because guess what? As long as you're chatting, it's a good thing. go. Also, people don't understand that if you set in a live feed for more than about 5 minutes and you try to give them negative comments, it doesn't count. So guess what? You already commented and you already left a message, so it's a positive thing. It's like positive versus negative, like one positive, one negative. Man, that carp is just making a ruckus out there. It's like -1 plus -1. -1 equals -1 plus -1. Wow. So they cancel each other out, is what I'm trying to say. And if you do it too much, YouTube stops. They just ignore you. Like 4 times in over a month, and it's, yeah, they just ignore you. All right, let's go on chat. That bobber's gone. Gone. Got him, folks. Oh, that's a nice one there. Man, that's a gorgeous one. Look at the colors on that fish. Dang. Now that's some bright colorations on a bluegill, folks. Beautiful. That's about just under 7 inches. 6 3/4. Still a keeper. Gorgeous fish, folks. Gotta love it. All right, buddy. Get the hook out of you. She's right there. Pop out. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciated. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 so far. Let's see. All right. I think it's time to do a move. Quick goal move first. Probably move over right past this, past the second set of reeds, because the first one still got a bunch of crap in the way. And we can set underneath the shade tree over there for a little while. It won't take us too long to get our stuff together. We don't, you guys know that we actually, if I had equipment, I wouldn't carry it with me out here because it's too much stuff. But we do travel extremely light. That way we can move around very easily. Rods are situated, and we are just going to, no, I'm not sure how to do this. Tell you what, I'll be quick with you guys. go over, drop you guys off with the scooter, then come back and get the gear. Yeah, just don't hassle people on other live streams, really. Dude, if you had a bad day, take it out on a punching bag or something. That's what I usually do. Go out and throw some rocks in the lake. Take the stuff over, come right back, and I'll come get you guys. All right, we're back. Probably saw me over there. Do real quick. If you weren't, oh well. That's right, the tripod. We're gonna pop you guys off of here for a minute. That way I ain't got to worry about switching the front pack. Get some kind of view down. We'll just be a second, folks. Only a temporary thing. I ain't got a pocket on the top of my jack, so we'll have to do it like this. It only takes a second to get over here, so. Get you guys back on the tripod, get everything reset up. Okay. And then when my scooter hits the ground, well, it does that. A lot. Oh. There we go, folks. Have to readjust this thing a little bit. There we go. All right. I don't think about a popper here or something, but let's tell you what. Let me come in and check the chat at least. Hope that wasn't too bumpy of a ride for you guys. All right, let's skip ahead here. Cookman says, please pick the trash up. If I did that, dude, I'd be down here for the next 30 years. It's not my trash. So unfortunately, I've spent hours and hours and hours picking up garbage down here at this lake. It's impossible to keep up with. We live by a major metropolitan city, and there are no gates around this lake. So 99% of it blows in from the main street. So if you're complaining about the trash in the down here, stop throwing trash in the streets. It'll stop piling up down here. See, Arnold says, how's everyone doing? How are you? Let's see, Rich says, yeah, beat me to the shutting down, Travis. Let's see. How you doing today, by the way, Clippin'? I'll check it out. Rich, what I need, I didn't bring my, usually when I do this, I'll put the cell phone in my top pocket, but this particular shirt doesn't have pockets, so that's okay. I'll check it out. I mean, I've been meaning to start doing like nature, when I'm down on the river, kind of set up my tablet so it's recording on my backup channel and do like nature videos where the water's in the background. I just don't have a tripod for it. It won't fit in my regular one here. All right, let me get out here and do a few more casts. Now this is where our crappie and stuff usually set, so. Big bass back here too. We've got really well fit back here. There's that dang carp again, jumping out there in the little lake. One of the problems with losing tails is in the spin up your line. So. Where the crappie usually set down here. They like this bridge. In the hottest part of the summer, they can usually find some kind of shade. Come on. It's not very deep out there for like the shade. But I guess hot water and shade is better than cooler water in the dark. Cool water in the sun. It's amazing you can have something hidden more relevant. Let's put our worm out here while we're trying to figure out something else. Yeah, that last one got most of our worm off, so let's. I think we're good for our camera angles. Once I get this cast out here, I'm gonna do a check just to make 100% sure. I do hate doing a live feed, wind up, not getting the camera in the right position for you guys. Put a lot of work into making sure I get the cameras in the right angles. Especially since I tend to move around a lot when I'm at the lake. There might only be like 3 or 4 nice fishing spots. These fish don't travel a whole lot, so they're pretty localized. Like there might be 3 or 4 fish here, 3 or 4 fish over there, 3 or 4 fish over there, and they don't move around a lot. They have to, but other species they kind of stick to their territories, especially in summer. One bass has full on. Stopped it already. It's on, folks. Nice. Oh, that's another nice bluegill. Man, they're getting bigger. That's our 5th of the day, folks. That's a 7-incher there. That's a big old male. Awesome fish, folks. Beautiful guy. Gotta love it. Check out those colors. Beautiful fish, folks. Awesome. All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. It says, hey, Clifton says, I always pick up trash if I see it. Like I said, I'm sorry, Clifton, but there are 2 reasons why I won't pick up the trash down here anymore. Number 1, it blows in from the streets, and number 2, the forestry department out here, they literally walk across this lake, across this entire park once a week and pick up every single cigarette butt, trash, piece of gunk, everything, and it blows right back in the next week. They really do need to put a gate around this lake about 4 feet tall. That way, that would stop that garbage. It would blow into the gate, but they won't do it. 11 people in and 40 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. You guys are enjoying the show today. Yeah, see that? The water bottle flew in from somewhere. Bread bag, diaper. Yeah, I ain't handling that crap. You're not talking about like fishing stuff. Monofilament and stuff I will pick up because I don't want the wildlife and stuff getting stuck in that crap. But I could spend the rest of my days cleaning trash up in this lake and never be able to keep up with it. Hey, Forest Department, I think they have like 30 people that walk across this entire park at least once a week. Bad across the way blowing in from the street out there. Right across from that, that's Highway 70. So imagine all the stuff that are being thrown out by people that are coming from other states just passing through. Oh, I don't want this garbage in my car. I'm just gonna throw it out the window. Well, guess what? It winds up in the lake down here. Let's take a couple casts with the spinner bait. If I can go work with that. You look up fairgrounds on Google Maps, you'll see that right up front, right on the other side of that street over there is Highway 70. That's an interstate that goes through like, I believe, 6 or 7 states. still haven't gotten paid by YouTube because I'm still waiting for that stupid 3-digit code to come in. Wow, I need to quit that fast. Might put a trailer on this just to give it a little something extra. A little zoom trailer. And that bobber's just gone. Oh, there it is. Come back up. Never mind. Might put a little zoom trailer on this. See, that should go right about to the length of the blade. Yeah, I don't throw my stuff away. Even the little chunks of soft plastic I'll put back in my bag. It's just I can't stop everyone in the planet from throwing that stuff out of their cars and it winds up into the lake. I don't know what kind of power you think MBP has, but that's a little bit out of my pay class. See, 9 people in and 42 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Yeah, that worm's about go on her. What I could try. I haven't done this yet today. I could try a little worm trick today. I normally don't do this down here in this lake because it's just getting but heck, I'll take bluegill right now. Take a little red worm. That little guy wants. If I get the little sticker on there, the worm is still on out there. Still trying to figure these guys out today. Haven't seen any bass chasing anything yet today. off blade. A little heavier than my smaller spinnerbait, but got it. I just go with what I got. If I got weight of two guys here, if I don't even know one of those particular the old one one's like here better than the other might be the best idea. Try a fire tiger rather than assuming I can find it. Oh. I know. I found it. That's our 6 bluegill today. These are actually some pretty good sized ones. These are keepers if you wanted to keep them. It's a little dingier than our last one, but still some awesome little patterns on this male. Gorgeous little guy. Yeah, he's about very, very close to 7, like 6 and 9 pounds. Beautiful fish, folks. I love it. I love it, my friends. All right, buddy. Man. Thank you. Thank you. Ron says, hello from Hungary. Good grip. Honeycutt says, all right, Joe. Honeycutt says, man, fishing in St. Louis must be dangerous part. It is. I mean, but it's just as dangerous as, out in front of my house, to be honest. At least down here, I got trees to hide behind. The rest of the city, everyone cuts trees down. Let's see, Jason, what's going on? How you doing today, Jason? Jason says, just stopped in to say howdy, Mike. And Malik, how you doing today, Malik? Malik says, what's up, Mike? I'm looking at chat and wondering if Travis just should be hidden from the channel since he has been doing stuff like this. It's not worth it. It's not worth the effort. Not worth the effort, Molly. There's a borderline though. I mean, if it goes beyond it, go across YouTube and just trolling like that, it's not really worth the effort. All the comments are removed from chat anyway. If he does say something, you know, that breaks the rules of my chat, you know what I'm talking about, Malik. Yeah, you have the. That's why you've got a blue wrench. You have the permission to squash him. It's like I would expect if I went into someone's chat and broke their rules to squash me. It's not worth the effort. Rider fishing, enjoying the outdoors. Not worth bothering with, folks. Rules are simple trolling, just time out. If you do break YouTube community standards, yeah, that's a block there. I try to give people a chance, but there are certain things that I'm not going to put up with in chat. Feels like I got a snag. Probably a rock. Oh, no, looks like a stick. Stuck on the bottom. Just trying to provoke the thing. I'm not gonna. Like a little kid in front, outside my, across the street that likes to throw rocks at my neighbor's door. He thought it was funny until this, we'll get into it. Carbon. That up. I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. But, oh, there's a pop, man. Dang. I didn't just think destroying the kid's bike was worth throwing rocks at the guy's house, but garbage. Yeah, if I I cleaned up garbage down here, I'd be doing this the rest of my life. Look at this, folks. There's no way to deal with it. The best I can do is put it out here to where the guys that pick the stuff up are going to pick it up. Before I get my worm back out here, I'll come check that chat, okay, folks? Get another little wormy on you. Very nice bluegill out here today. That's at least 3 of them could have taken home and eaten. They were big enough to keep. Let's see, Mog says, what's up, Mike? And Mog says, thank you, Malik. Let me pin that down here. You know what? I can't touch it. It's an active, so I'm gonna. That's an active link. If I touch it, it's gonna send me to. That's interesting. It shouldn't do that. Watch what happens to pin up. Yep, if you see it, that's an active link. I can't use it to pin up. I'm not sure why that did that. I think because you use the hashtags in it. Let's see, Malik says, Arnold, how you doing today? Arnold says hi. Ability says howdy, howdy, howdy. Arnold says Billy, hey. Eight people in. Let's see, and 43 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. And this battery is discharging real fast today. Oh, by the way, I forgot to plug in our battery extender and everything, didn't I? Well, that was probably plowing like dummy, wasn't it? Duh. That goes back in there. And I forgot to put our wind block over as well. After we moved, I was so focused in on trying to catch fish, I forgot about the other stuff of live feeding. I wonder if there's going to be anything over here. I don't know. Arnold says, Billy, hey. 9 incredible people in and 43 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I'm right here. We can always stop here and fish for other things for a while. I can always put on one out there on the bottom. Channel usually hit worms. This is what it could be. Oh, dang it. What the heck? I got that fish. And that was pulling hard for a second. Jeez. That's our. I'll tell you what, folks. I think a bass grabbed onto this. I hooked this bluegill, and I think a bass grabbed onto it. Because that rod was just doubling. Dang. So got buddy. You got all 3 trumpets in your lip. Alright, he's out. There we go, folks. Awesome fishing, my friends. So that's our 6th bluegill of the day. Number 6. Alright, buddy. Get back in the water. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there's a boil out there, folks. That's what happened. I was reeling that bluegill in, and something grabbed that little stinker right when he hit. Sure. It's tough to find any bass today. Usually odd. I usually can get at least a few of them today. Then again, that one spot does get hit, pressured heavily by people collecting bait in the river. You won't throw the cast anywhere else except up and down that one particular shoreline. There's no snags and stuff where the cast. I use cast nets in places to catch bait, but I usually take one cast, get 5 shad, and I'm done. I don't need 50,000 shad that I'm just gonna take home, freeze, let them get freeze or burn, and throw away. So wait. why they're not getting it. Bluegill are being tough today. Back and check that chat. I'm figuring on moving again here in just a minute. All right, 12 people in, 43 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I think we're gonna move. Question is where? Why is anybody underneath that tree over here? There is just 4 people over there. Oh, it's gonna be a run. You gotta go all the way around the other side of the lake. I guess we could try over here in this one point for a little bit. I forgot in this particular area, the baseball diamonds where they got the lights, it interferes with the signal. They're pixelated over there. Interesting why that worm's sitting out there not getting a bite. Well, we wanted to go like this. We'll go over the bridge. I really should put my popper back on. Something. Worm. Got him. Number 7. That's a little female. Yep. That's a little guy. Number 7, folks. Yeah, that's our 7th of the day. Beautiful guy, my friends. Gotta love it. But let's get one clip of you right on the side. Awesome fish, folks. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciated. Yeah, we're gonna go over the bridge here, folks, because there are people fishing on that underneath that tree over there. People fishing underneath that tree over there. People fishing underneath that tree over there. I figured it'd start getting packed down here. That's why I try to get out early, but sometimes I just can't get out early enough. Try. Why would you do that? Oh, on the cord from mine. I've been doing like that for years. Gotta wrap these guys up like that and they get tangled on the trip. I might be putting you guys in the bag. In a minute. So get over here to this spot. Halfway with making 2 trips. Stay. No rods. Go. Disconnect this real quick. Let's see if I can do this in one run. Probably not. Gotta roll this over here to the bridge and carry over the top of the bridge. Assuming there's no one on this side of the bridge too. Which there is. Of course. 5 people over there too. So I guess we'll be going somewhere else then. Hopefully I can get a signal underneath this stupid stuff over here. Hopefully. Potentially, possibly, probably not. There's no way to keep up with the garbage in this lake. I mean, if you If you try to keep up with the garbage in this lake, I mean, it pains me, but I'm not cleaning up this crap. I mean, every tree there's as much garbage as I have. I take my garbage for the entire month, the entire week. Spam cans and stupid. See 10 people in, it's seeing 44 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. See if I get this camera set up right. Hang on, folks. I'll check that chat as soon as I get this stuff stabilized here. All right, there we go. Tablet. So far, we've caught 7 bluegills so far. Probably 8. Travis was getting on me earlier in the feed. I might have missed one. There we are. Miss Daisy, what's going on? How you doing, Miss Daisy? Miss Daisy says hi, Mike. Miss Daisy says hi, everyone. All right, we're looking good, folks. Let's get the rods back out. Really want to slide top. Oh, and here's another thing. Let's go to the beautiful, quiet, nice park away from the loud city, and let's turn our music on as loud as we can. Makes a lot of sense. Do that from your freaking house. Or do that inside your house, man. At least you got an air conditioner inside your house. I don't. Some things that people do that make no sense to me. Let's go to the nice, pretty, clean park and let's trash it up. Music is loud enough that I hear 2 different musics in the background right now. No, 3. So there's 3 people down here, and all 3 people have got music loud enough to where you can hear it from over a football field away. Yeah, it's definitely over a football field away. I wanted to get out of here before everything got packed up, but Let me ask you guys something. Can you hear music in the background? Let's see. Hannah says hi. How you doing, Hannah? 7 people in, 49 thumbs up. There's a bite on the kind of folks. All right. Number 6, 7. Yep, it's number 8, folks. Yeah, that's a dingier guy, but still a gorgeous bluegill, folks. Beautiful. Gotta love it, my friends. Gotta love it. Buddy, let me get the hook out of you real quick. Ah, dang it. Got my hook. Crap. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. A little. Let's see, Liam, what's going on? How you doing, Liam? Liam says hi. Oh, I don't want to get strike. I have to cut everything out, and I'll just have to mute it while we're. Let's see, people don't understand there are actually 2 laws that they're breaking. When you're blasting music that loud in a public park, there are octave ordinances in local parks. If they go over a certain volume, and ergo, if you can hear that stuff about more than, I believe it's about 15 to 20 yards away, you're actually, it's a federal crime. No, it's a type A federal crime, which is basically just a slap on the wrist, but still. And number 2, anything you do that's interfering with someone else, like blocking the street, that's just a misdemeanor, though. I don't even need to write you a ticket with that one. They just give you a warning. Yeah, octave ordinances are designed to keep so that when ambulances and stuff go by, that people can hear the ambulance coming. I mean, if you have your music set too loud, you can't hear an ambulance coming. The ambulance slams into someone, and 20 people die. I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't mind it. I fished out here a lot louder, but just I don't want to have to cut that stuff off when I get home. And the live feed, even though it was monetized, I won't get paid for it. It's like $2 or something, but still. Dakota, how you doing, Dakota? Dakota says, how you doing today, bro? Doing okay, my friend. We've caught 7 bluegills so far. Nothing monstrous. Some nice keeper size. Let's see, Honeycutt says, do you remember the old pier dock? Oh yeah, across the way, definitely. I remember that used to be out there. Now the concrete is still out there, actually. It's just they tore the top of it down. At the fairgrounds, there used to be an old pier across the way. An old pier dock. I mean, it's nice music. I don't mind the music. It's just I don't want to get YouTube to get on my butt for it. Nothing rude, nothing disrespectful, just nice relaxing music, but you know how YouTube is. Hopefully that glove that I've got on, or the wind block, kind of muffling it. Hey, let's go out to the nice, beautiful, quiet park and let's turn several speakers up as loud as they'll go. Doesn't make any sense to you guys? Doesn't make any sense to me. That's like, hey, let's go clean up our house so we can go trash it again. Yeah. Seven people in. Dakota says, see, Honeycutt says, use the fish area in the 70s and the early 80s. It's the day-to-day you catch the big one. That makes the photo weigh 7 pounds. I doubt it. I very muchly doubt it, Dakota. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that was Dakota. Okay. Probably already caught and missed that fish. Garbage. More garbage. That's the fun. Garbage. Of course, that's the garbage. Carp. Up again. Up again. Actually, I think those are somebody's weights that are going out there in the lake. Sheesh, I thought that was a carp jumping. That's someone's weight they just threw out. Problem. Found my spinnerbait I left over there. Yay! My little mini strike king. These things cost like $5. I was really ticked off about dropping that, by the way, too. And it's still just sitting there. You can see people been fishing around it, stepping on top of it. Just ignore it. Tying this little stinker back on. Yeah, this little sucker works. That Colorado one I've got, the dollar one, that's more like for the bobber. Gone, folks. And he's got me in the crap over there. What we got? A little bigger, whatever she is. What do we got, folks? Actually, that's fighting pretty good, whatever it is. Man, I got a little hook on, folks. Hold off on me. Dang it. Crap. I think I had a carp. Shoot. What the heck happened here? Dang it, man. I think I had a carp on. This is a little itty bitty bluegill hook. And it got this crap on it. Oh, man. I think that was a carp, folks. I still haven't got this stuff off. I bent that hook out. I bent it. That wasn't big a carp, like 4 or 5 pounds, but still. Trying to keep from getting into that crap over there again, all these reeds to our left. I can't put a bigger hook on in this lake. Might have had a chance with him. He hadn't dove into that stuff originally, and I had to drag him out. He'd have buried in the reeds. Still ain't got this crap out. Look at this. I dragged him out once. That little thin wire hook gave out. This is bent. Crap. I was just a little red worm hooked once too. Oh, what the heck. That would have been hard pressed to land that anyways here. But even if I got it in here, I wouldn't have. That was sitting right by the edge of them reeds. Something come out of them reeds and grabbed it. It wasn't a bass. Either that or a catfish. And it was a catfish, it was like 4 or 5 pounds. What did I do with my spinnerbait? I was tying that on. Man, folks, that was a nice one. I just missed. Let's see. We can always hope. Hog fishing, what's going on? How you doing, Hog? Hog says, what's going on, brother? Bass and bluegill, catfish, carp fishing. Caught 7 bluegill so far. Haven't got any bass yet today, and I think I just had a big carp hook right by the bank. Yeah, I had a little bluegill hook on. And bent the little stinker out. Interesting. Croyle Boyle. Hola. Croyle. How you doing, Croyle? Hog says cool. Yeah, it was a good fight. It just he dove into the reeds over here behind us, and I had to drag him out once, and he started trying to go into it a second time, and hook just bent out. This lake is full of largemouth, so hopefully I can get on one for you guys today. I'm micro-sizing now. I've been casting a full-size spinnerbait. I'm going to go down to my little mini spinnerbait and take some casts. I left this over on the bank the other day, and it was sitting there still. This goes to show how many people fish this lake for bass. Now, the bass get caught in this lake because people get them with cast nets. I know that sucks, but that's the way it is in North St. Louis. If they can't catch it legitimately. It ain't that difficult to catch bass down here. I mean, it's not like these bass are trained to. It's not like they're in like the Florida Everglades and crap where they got super amounts of food and stuff. These guys aren't that rather tame. Not super tame, but they're still wacky rig. Ooh, man. There are a few spots in this lake where a wacky rig works really good. It's just where we are right now, there's a lot of rocks and crap. Rocks, reeds. I'd have to put on a weedless hook. Man, that's... Oh. I haven't used a wacky rig in a while either. One of those rigs I should probably use more, but I don't. I like the old running gun technique. Should have this on my spinning combo. Casting this underneath these trees are a little tricky to say the least. Not gonna let. Oh. Nice bass with the surface right there. That's for like half pound, 3/4 pounder right there by the bag. I'll probably put this on my spinning combo. That way I can cast it better. And I don't think this corner is going to be much in the way for top water until we get way back there. And then I'd be too close to this music. I should have gotten another mic feed. I lost my mic feed down on the river, and she rose up before I could go back down there and pick her up. Now we're gonna switch this to our spinning combo because I cannot cast them underneath these trees. I can cast underhanded, I can cast sidearm, I can cast right-handed sidearm, but I can't cast left-handed sidearm with a bait cast. I tried it, it never works right. I can do it with my left hand, but I need a left-handed bait caster, not a right-handed bait caster. So your right-handed bait caster is a stupid thing. They make it with the right hand with the left side with the right side. Oh boy, don't get me started on that. Bait casters, 90% of them nowadays are left-handed. They're not right-handed. You got your power in your right arm. So it would be like throwing with your left hand. That's why it looks a little. You ever notice when you take a bait caster and you cast it, switching up hands like most people do? Looks a little weird. This is my hook setting. Right, this would be my throwing arm, right? Well, to cast this, I have to go with the other hand. So basically, it'd be like I was throwing with this hand. And this is, I don't know about you, but throwing left-handed, I look like a girl. Not an actual girl that, throws, but one that doesn't pitch for a living or something. I know my sister used to throw like a Major League Baseball player, but we'll just leave that for another day. Muck. We're out here trying, folks. Bunch of 7 bluegill have one big one hook, but just missed that fish right before he came in, Hog. That was. Hold on, whatever it was. Probably green sunfish. I'll take it. If I can catch them, I take them. Got most of the worm off. Didn't see a bite. Do you guys hear the bullfrogs? I love the sound of them things. I do. That's telling me there's a potential to catch a fish on a popper or a frog or something. Which I don't have any like walking frogs. I have a specific design I like to use, and they stopped selling them a while back. This is hi. 8 incredible people Lancy, and 55 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. You guys are enjoying the show today. You know, we're off on our angles, aren't we? Yeah, you can never get a picture over here on this side of the lake. Not sure why you can never get a picture on this side. Well, I do. It's the baseball diamond, the gigantic lighting. The side expensive as my house. Oh, I missed some chat here. Let's see. What about using a yum a rubber worm? I have caught a lot of bass with one of those. I don't know. I suppose I could try something like that. A lot of work re-rigging this for soft plastics. A little bit slower of a technique as well. Let me. Seriously, where the heck is that line? Oh boy, it just went out the eyeball. Out the eyes. I gotta redo this. I suppose I could try like a straight worm or something. Texas rig that. Well, I guess I could try it. I'm gonna have to put that on my bait caster because yeah, that is not gonna work with the with that Ozark Trails combo. I might as well make it a little easier on myself. I'll put it on a weighted hook rather than a here. Try this on here. Got some muck on it. Eye. A lot of times, if I remember some, there's so many bluegill in this lake. A lot of times they'll pop it and grab onto the soft plastic every time you get it near them. We're gonna give it a shot. What's gonna happen if I don't catch anything? That's the worst that can happen if I don't catch anything. Alright, now what kind of soft plastic do I want to cast? With me. See what I got in here with me today. Would be in this particular bag. Oh, trick worm. Might be interesting. I don't have the right color on me. There are some very bright colored bluegill and stuff. That might be interesting. Cast around a little bit. It's like a 4-inch trick worm. Spinning myself. I got you. Yeah, I do always. At the moment, Dakota, I hate spending time trying to undo bird's nest. I've gotten good to where I haven't gotten a bird's nest in about a month. See, Kevin, what's going on? How you doing, Kevin? And Jackson, how you doing today, Jackson? Says hello, MBP. So it says, no wait, I just hooked the worm rig. I'll try the weighted jig head here first. If I try to do it like that, I'm gonna get snagged. That's the way I have to put some kind of weight on there, bottom bound. Castles think you're right. Just pop that bobber. Sheesh. Dang it. I'm sitting in there for 10 minutes and didn't get a bite. Now pops it. I would like something like a pumpkin seed or some color, but I don't have it on me. Spinnerbaits and stuff have been working down here so well, I didn't happen to bring all my colors with me. This sunshine's a pretty good color down here, though. It mimics these bluegill and stuff they put in. A smaller worm too. It should get smaller ones to be able to fit it. Oh. I got much better soft plastics at home. I didn't bring them with me. Every time I'm doing that, I'm bouncing against the rock. That's one reason why it's hard to cast like that. Not really supposed to be casting. See him running with it. Sunk it slowly. Awesome. All right, number 8. Hey, at least we're getting these guys, folks, right? Number 8. That's our 8th bluegill of the day. Still catching a few fish. Beautiful guy, my friends. Awesome fish, folks. That's probably near 7 inches. Very, very vibrant colors on that one. Beautiful fish, folks. All right, buddy, let me get the hook out of you, and then you can go back in the water and you go home. Right in the top of the jaw. You know how it is when they get it up there. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What time is it? And we are crooked as a question mark, weren't we? Sorry about that, folks. Let's see what's going on in chat. Let's see, Rude, what's going on? How you doing today, Rude? Rude says MVP. Dakota says, you're a good fisherman, Mike. I enjoy watching you. Appreciate that, Dakota. I have better soft plastics. I just forgot them. I didn't forget them. I just didn't bring them. I only have a finite amount of room in my backpack to be able to carry stuff around. Let's see. Dakota says, I wish I could be there with you. And SJO, what's going on? Seth Johnson is in the house. Seth Johnson says, Seth Johnson checking in. Rude says SJO. Seth says, hey, Rude. Rude says, fish on. Let's see. Dakota says, nice, Mike. Well done. Let's see, in Wild. How you doing today, Wild? Wild says, time to get a watch. Let's see. Wild says, how's your day been? No one carries watches anymore except for ornamental purposes. Literally, it's the truth. Everyone has a cell phone now. You can get the time in on any point on the planet. Like, what is the time on Mars? Pretty much. We caught 8 bluegill today, and we had, I think, one pretty good carp hooked. Because the way that fish was fighting, that was definitely not a channel catfish. Unless it was like 3 or 4 pounds. He dove into this stuff over here, and I dragged him out once, and he went right back in. And that second time bent our hook out. Not much I can do about it. That's one of those things. My line had drifted right to the edge of these reeds over here, and apparently that carp snuck out of those reeds, picked up that worm, and went, yummy, nummy, nummy, that tastes good. He says, hey, Dakota. Says, hey, wild. And Rude says, wild. Dakota says, hi. Wild says, what's chilling, Seth? Rich says, I still wear my watch. I was in short pants when I started wearing one. Oh, there's another bite. Knocking it slowly. Got him. All right, number 9. Awesome, folks. That's a smaller one, but still, fish is a fish. Number 9, my friends. Yeah, that's a nice little, like, 5.5 incher. Pretty little guy. God love it, my friends. Gotta love it. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. And I was doing the same technique when I hooked that carp over here. I was just drifting a worm right by the edge of this reed. And, yep. Remember how I said, folks, if on occasion I'll hook a carp on this stuff just by accident. And I did it on feed. And I fought him for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and she finally just popped out. Not popped out. She bent my hook out pretty good. Rich says fish on. Dakota says Panfish Master Mike. Hey, it's a weekend. The river's still up an extra about 2 feet until we can get down there and fish. We'll wet the lines and we're catching fish, my friend. Frogs. I ought to go over there and catch one of you guys. You're not actually supposed to catch them because they're actually out of season. July 31st, they open up. The last day of July, it becomes time for frog's leg. Hey, big old egret. You know, hey, big guy. You guys see him? See him over there? Right to the right over there? I might just sit down here and watch. Yeah, it's kind of cool. $15 people in and seeing 62 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. That's a big old egret. I might feed him if I get a bluegill. Dakota says all the water camped down from here. We have 11 inches of rain in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, we've had about 4 inches on top of that. So the water came down from you and didn't have anywhere to go because it already had rain here. So, see him over there, folks? He's hunting. Look at him. He's hunting. Get it. Get it, bird. It's there. Get it. Man, he is not moving, is he? He's got his eyes locked on something. Oh, there's another bite on the worm. Lines wrapped everywhere. Dude. Alright, folks, we got our line wrapped up. I'm gonna give the birdie a fish. Assuming I can get this little stinker off of here. That's number 8, number 9. Number 9, folks. Number 9. Awesome fish, my friends. We are zoomed in too, so let me zoom us back. Here, looky, birdie. Looky. Let me get the hook out of this guy. Come on, birdie. Come on. Here, buddy. Oh, he sees it. He's coming. 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 There he goes. Lunch. Gulp. Yeah, you only get one a day from me, fish about birdie. Boy. Now I'll never get rid of him. He'll follow me around now. I mean, he's just sitting over there now, like I ain't moving now. Like, you fed me, MVP. I ain't going nowhere. I don't know about you, but that guy, that's fun. Let's see, 15 people in, seeing 64 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see, Dakota says number 10, Mike. Oh, number 10? All right, we're broken into double digits now. Thanks, Dakota. Thanks for letting me know. Dakota says down the hatch. Rich said, Dippy dip it. Did he dip it first? Yeah, in tartar sauce. Let's see, Sis says that was awesome. And Rue with the thumbs up. He only gets one from me, though. He's got to go find the rest himself. Jeez. Man, something just pulverized something behind me. Remember this big thing of reeds back here, folks? Where something just got eaten. Something rather big just got eaten. Oh, what'd I do with my soda? I think it's in my... I see it. I got it. It's hot, but it'll do. All right. It's gone. Nice. Number 11. Look at him looking now. Sorry, one per customer, buddy. Number 11, my friends. Yeah, the rest go back home. Yeah, we found some active ones now. Awesome fish, folks. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We've got that hook. All right. Turn and pop. No muss, no fuss, no blood. See you, buddy. Thank you. It's one of the benefits of using these really thin wire hooks. You can get them out very easily. You're just about then getting them out. Now the drawback is say you hook a I don't know, a 4 or 5 pound carp, just to throw that one out there. And yeah, he dives into a bunch of reeds, and yeah, you're toast. Yeah, he's gonna be sitting back there now. I'll get out of the way here in a minute, folks. I'm trying to get the rod back out. Yeah, the star that shows down there. All right, back out. And you got to see a lot of the lake, folks. We've covered probably about a quarter of it today already. Let's see. Rich says, Rude laughing their butts off, and Dakota says, I have to head out, Mike. You take care, my friend. All right, have a great rest of your day, Dakota, and thank you so much for dropping by and staying in, my friend. Seth says, take care, Dakota. Dakota says, see you, Seth. Seth says, bye. Where'd he go? Oh, yeah, get lunch and just leave. There's got to be a guy bird. Feed him and he leaves. Get a little food in his belly and he disappears. Food says bye. And we got about 15 minutes left, folks. I think we're gonna stick it out right here. Seem to be catching some fish, and I do know that we're in low signal quality. I can see it, but it's not super low. I mean, it's like 3 out of 5 bars, so that means that it's going to be in. It's just not going to be like 1.6, 1.2 pixels or something when I make it home. It's not bad. It's just average. You know what, let me take a couple more casts of the spinnerbait over here while I'm sticking it here. Might try put on a little trailer on this as well. I got my trick worms out here. I might as well show you guys another. Bobber's gone again. All right, folks. 11 popped off. Dang it, that was a nice one. That was a nice one there, folks. That actually looked like a bigger bluegill than I usually see in here. That might have been a long-eared. That looked way bigger than my hand. Either that or a big green sunfish. Yeah, I'm just using a bobber here, folks, because I don't want to get stuck in the muck. There's a lot of gunk down here, so a lot of algae and crud and crusty crap on the bottom. So always good to put something on like that. Look for a good trailer to my. This trailer would actually be this nice. Cut it. That would probably be the best trailer right there. That'll give it a little bit of bulk. Give it like a little yellowish orange coloration to it. Like Sure you guys can hear those bullfrogs. Something I think just ate a bullfrog. Full grown bullfrog, but that was loud. Sheesh. Some bulk here. That's a frog trying to grab something in the water. The wind all of a sudden died down back in the cove. Trying to get something. I don't know what it's trying to get. Insect or something right there. There's muck on there, didn't I? What's the muck on it? That frog's making a racket back there. Yeah, I can see that. That's definitely a carp. Guess what? He's out there, the tip out there. I can see him. He's not bothered much. He's out there chewing on some reeds out there. There's some reeds out there, right at the edge, moving. But I think I might put our popper on. And popper spinnerbait, probably right over here, right past this concrete thing for the rest of the trip. We got just a little bit more time. Assuming I can find my popper. Find it. Oh, tell me I lost it. I dropped something else again, didn't I? Seriously, what did I do with that thing? I don't want. What I did with our popper. These are rooster tails. I hope I just put it in here and just got it. Spent 20 minutes searching for the dang thing down up there. Yep, found it. That little stinker blends in. Obviously it blends in. It's supposed to. Tie this back onto our bait caster, and I'll run this down this very edge down here. Now that we've got some shade, get all folks used to be able to run the line through the eye in a split second. caught 11 bluegills so far today. I'm trying to see if we can get a bass on here for the end of our trip. It's going to start getting louder and louder and more excitable down here. And I would much rather be home than bother with that crap. All right. Our battery's probably good, so I'll just disconnect this. And see how is our battery? Yeah, we're at like 75%. And our tablet's still at 6%, so we should be able to get this done. All right. Our spinnerbait and our popper here. See if we can get one bass on here for you guys for the evening. And we are way off on our angles. Yeah, that's better. It's okay. Sorry, birdie. Right there, whatever that was. Kind of finessing this spinnerbait right around this edge. Hoping I can find one bass that wants to come up at it. See, Rich says it sucks on the weekends there. Yep, definitely, Rich. The weekdays, you guys remember, we fished quite a bit down here during the weekdays, and nary a soul in the entire lake. But the weekdays, not so much. I wasn't even going to try whole fouling. At least this lake, it's a lot more natural, so people kind of shy away from it. another spot that used to have a lot of decent bass on it. It's shafted a lot. It's too opened up for it. And all our gear is within just a hop, skip, and walk. There's not much wind today, at least. I wish this was like this when the water was low down on the river, but what are you gonna do? All right, 11 incredible people in and 67 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. A lot of bluegill, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I have one carp hooked over here, but he dove into those reeds. Yeah, like a 4 or 5 pound carp, got him up. I had a little bent bluegill hook. So, yeah, I had a little worm on there, a little bluegill hook, floating right by the edge of them reeds. He sucked it up and it pulled off. It bent the hook out. It was a good bite. Good luck if you fish.
There you go.
See what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Nate, what's going on? How you doing, Nate? Nate says hi. Seth says, hey, fishing outdoors. 7 incredible people in and seeing 68 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. We're over the 3-hour mark, folks. I tell you what, I think I'm going to call her. We did catch definitely a decent amount of fish. We caught 11 bluegill. Missed one pretty big carp. It is what it is. It's the weekends. Got out, wet the lines. Got to enjoy some fishing with you guys in YouTube land. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Yeah, sounds good to me, my friends. Let's see, Rich says good hello, and Seth says goodbye. All right, my friends, I'm just going to add my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. Boss. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.